Good morning, my brothers. Well, it's January 26th, so we turn to the book of Proverbs, chapter 26, for God's daily dose of wisdom. I was reading through Proverbs 26, verses 23 through 26. Jumped off the page, and they read like this. Like an earthen vessel overlaid with silver dross are burning lips and a wicked heart. He who hates disguises it with his lips, but he lays up deceit in his heart. When he speaks graciously, do not believe him, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. Though his hatred covers itself with guile, his wickedness will be revealed before the assembly. Whew. Strong words. What is Solomon saying here? Well, what is silver dross? Earthen vessel overlaid with silver dross. Silver dross is that stuff that the silversmith scrapes off the top of the silver as he's refining it. He heats the silver up to melting, and then there's junk that comes to the surface. That's dross. When he gets down to the final parts before he gets to the purified silver, some of the dross is mixed in with the silver, and so it could look a little bit like silver, but it floats on the top, and it's like a scum on the top of the molten silver. That last bit that he scrapes off, that's silver dross. It looks like silver, but it's worthless in the hands of the silversmith. And so the analogy here is that when you cover an earthen vessel with this silver dross, it may look good, but it's worthless. Burning lips and a wicked heart. What are burning lips all about? Well, burning lips, if you dig down into it, it talks about how the lips that are burning in this particular context are words or persuasiveness or slipperiness or something that is convincing, conniving, but convincing. That's burning lips. He who hates disguises it with his lips. There we go. When he speaks graciously, do not believe him, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. Who is he talking about here? He's talking about somebody who looks good on the outside, but on the inside, there's wickedness, there's rottenness. It's this person at work who, when they talk to you face to face, they're very gracious, they're very friendly, they're very happy to see you. But as soon as you leave the room, they're talking smack about you behind your back. It's this idea that this is two-faced individual who really, on the outside, he appears like he's got it all together, but he really doesn't. On the inside, he's wicked. 7 abominations. That means he's completely abominable. Well, lest we think that we could never fall into that camp, are there any situations that you can think of where somebody on the outside, on the exterior, they want to look good, they want to smell good, they want to sound good, but really on the inside, they're all messed up? Could be a lot of us. Matthew wrote about it. In fact, he quoted Jesus in Matthew chapter 23, verses 27 and 28. Listen to these words. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you are like whitewashed tombs, which on the outside appear beautiful, but inside they're full of dead men's bones and all uncleanliness. So you too outwardly appear righteous to men, but inwardly you're full of hypocrisy and lawlessness. That's the same guy. Same guy that's talking about in Proverbs 26 is who Jesus is talking about there in Matthew 23. And it's real easy to get to that point, honestly. If we're off just a little bit in our course and we don't make those little course corrections, we can easily find ourselves with our lives shipwrecked on the shoals, trying to look good, sound good, smell good, but completely messed up on the inside. Well, how do we protect ourselves against something like that? Well, the best way to protect ourselves against something like that is to prevent us from trying to allow the love of men and the love of money corrupt us, because that's what the Pharisees' problem was all about. The love of men and the love of money is what controlled them and what allowed them to not hear the words of Jesus and to confront him, to try and trap him, and eventually to kill him. The love of man and the love of money is a trap for a lot of situations. And the only way to prevent that is to have a living, loving relationship, a close, transparent relationship, a dynamic yet tender relationship with the living God. Spending time in prayer, spending time reflecting, spending time talking to our daddy, and just being really honest with him so that he can, with his Holy Spirit, encourage us, correct us, so that we make those course corrections, those little tiny course corrections, so that we don't find our lives shipwrecked on the shoals. My brother, I pray that that's our experience, that we have such a dynamic, loving relationship with the living God, and we can hear his voice clearly. And we're so close to him, we can hear his heartbeat. I love you, my brothers. Go out and make a difference in someone's life today. God bless you.